You know, with summer coming, I wonder why I decided to do cooking in a flannel shirt. I'm rethinking the idea, wondering, was it such a good idea after all? Anyway, speaking of summer and wanting something good and quick and easy for dinner, how about a Greek salad? And we're going to add a little protein to it. We are going to make our salad dressing. And we're going to make it right in the measuring cup so we don't have to dirty anything else. First thing we're going to start off with is a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of that. All right. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Do, 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 do. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why. I'm just in a good mood today. So there's 1. There's 2. And there is 3. Next thing we want is that garlic clove. I'm not going to use any of that jarred stuff. I'm going to actually mince it myself. All right. So let me start by doing some mincing here. Now, this is the way I prefer to do it. Are there other ways or easier ways? Yes, and yes, perhaps. And don't feel embarrassed if you want to tell me about them, because, you know, I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know absolutely everything. Or as my great-grandmother in Germany used to say, ein Besserwisser. Kind of like Cliff Clavin from Cheers. You know, it's like, hey, you don't know everything. Stop. So with that thought in mind, if you've got a better way of mincing up garlic and you want to tell me about it, feel free. I won't be offended. You know, we're all sharing and share alike, because cooking is fun and good food doesn't have to be complicated. I had to sneak that line in there. You know how that goes. Okay. We have our garlic minced fairly well. Let me go ahead and add that to our mix. Now, we need about a 1/4 teaspoon. Now we'll make it a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. All right, am I going to really measure it out? No. And then we want about a 1/4 cup of Dijon, or excuse me, not a 1/4 cup. I'm sorry. We want about a 1/4. Ooh, got it all over me. About a 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, which by now, obviously, we have way more than we need. Give me a second. I got to go wipe this off. The recipe I found calls for sea salt. You can use sea salt if you want to. I'm going to get a little bit fancy, and I'm going to use some pink Himalayan rock salt, mainly because I want to show off my new grinder. All right, that's enough. That's plenty. And then, of course, fresh ground black pepper. Yes. Ooh, got a good smell to it already. All right. That's what I have the fork out for, so we can go ahead and mix it up. With that sufficiently mixed, I'm going to clean up here a little bit. We're going to break out the vegetables and other things we're going to use, and even get our big bowl and set up for part 2. I'm going to use my trusty mandolin because I want my onion slices very, very thin. We're using a red onion today. That's part of the recipe. Okay, so let's get just a few cuts and let's see how thin that is. Is it thin enough? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay. Yeah-da-da. That's a word I use too much, okay? Okay, I gotta stop saying it. We got a bunch of onion, look at that. Separate it, put it all in there. I may have made too much. In fact, I think I did. Well, that's all right. We're using tomatoes. Now, you can use cherry tomatoes if you like, but I just happened to find some Campari tomatoes at the grocery store, and I was really happy because these suckers are sweet as all get out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them off the vine. All of my vegetables have already been cleaned, so you didn't need to see all that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to 1/4 these. Okay, just like that. We're also going to use an English cucumber, and a green pepper. As far as the green pepper is concerned, I like to chop the top off and then the bottom. Then I can go in and I can trim out the inside. Do both top and bottom. And that sucker will just pop right out of there. Throw that in the sink. Cut it in half. We want it nice big 1-inch kind of chunks. So let's just do it like this. All right. And maybe this one will cut in half. Might be a little too big. Okay, like that, and like that. In it goes. Next important thing is the cucumber. Okay. Cut the ends like that. In the sink it goes. Find its balance point so it doesn't move on you, and cut it in half. All right. There you go. Now, a lot of recipes say to seed this thing. And to me, that's just a lot of extra useless work. You know, I kind of like the seeds in there because it gives a little bit more juice to the salad. Now, I'm also going to quarter this because otherwise this would be too huge. All right. So there we go. Ready? You see those nice? They're still nice and big pieces, but they're not overwhelming. They're not going to choke you. They're manageable, and they're delicious. Make sure it's an English cucumber because the seeds aren't as drippy. Like I said, I'm not going to seed or remove the seeds, you know, because there they are. And you can pull them out real easy with a spoon if you want, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave them in there. That's my preference. Believe it or not, we're close to being done. We're going to chop up some cheese. Oh, we're going to cut the cheese. Sorry. You know what? Almost forgot. One of my favorite things, the Kalamata olives. I'm going to get a strainer, and we're going to do this. Just put them all in. Get rid of the juice, and put all the olives in. What I like to do with the meat is roll it up and then cut it. Okay? I'm going to cut it this way first. Oops, you decided not to stay rolled up. All right, be that way. And then we're going to cut it like this and like that. This is roast beef. And last but not least, more ham than we really need. I'm going to make this so huge. So huge. I think we need a bigger bowl. Let's transfer everything, shall we? There we go. Yeah. I'm using a block of cheese instead of feta cheese crumbles. It works out better because you get a nice square, which is what we're about to do. We're just going to cut these in small pieces. Not going to go too wild on that. All right. Rock the knife and pull it back. And here we go. Do that. Do that. Alrighty. Cut your own cheese. Who cut the cheese? So juvenile. But as you get older, you just don't care what people think. Remember this? This is going to go right over it. Stir it up again real well. Toss it well. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look delish? All right. So there you have it. A quick and easy, satisfying dinner. It's got your vegetables, it's got your meat. And if you want to have a side of Italian bread, oh yes, or a French baguette, that would go nicely on the side with this. And you've completed your meal. have whatever you want to drink, and enjoy. I'm going to. As always, oops, wrong cup. No, I brought this on purpose. As always, thanks for joining us, and please subscribe or leave a comment. Thanks.